It's Farmer Beavers once again, and welcome back to Baldeykino. Yeah, привет and good morning. As you see, it's a wonderful early morning here in Russia, and we are very, very busy. As you see, we have a big potato harvest going. The Grimmy is a rented one, the two MB-Tracs and the tippers are ours. If we bring the hut back up, you see that we have 377,000 euros. This is mainly because I took all the straw of Field 9 and shoved that into the straw power plant, and yeah, then I had to forward a day and the BGA did the rest of the work. So yeah, we are quite set up, so to say. Yeah, we're gonna harvest this field here, field 2, full of potatoes. As you see, cosplay is right at it. While this is going on, we're gonna check back on those guys later. Let me jump back onto the motorcycle here. And we have a bit of stuff to do around the cow farm. Mainly because I have to make some room, because I want to switch out the tractor that I have at the cow farm. I have the Case 160 front loader there. Don't get me wrong, it's a beautiful piece of equipment and I want to keep it, but I asked you guys in the last episode what we want to do regarding the BGA, and yeah, not many of you have spoken up. The only comment I saw so far was from Kyle Shores, who said either the Merlot front load, either the Merlot telehandler or the wheel loader from the cat pack. But while he made a good point about the wheel loader from the cat pack, because I of course read to him, yeah, it's a bit big. Yeah, speech bubble, I know, about as big as my waistline. Knock it off already. No, it's a bit large, and yeah, he made the point. Yeah, you could have borrowed it from the sand quarry, which is a good point, but I think I still want the Merlot simply because I can use it on the cow farm as well, and it would free up a tractor for other duties. So I think we're gonna get the Merlot. If any of you guys have any concerns against that, please leave a comment, but I think I have my sights set on a Merlot or another telehandler, because it's just more versatile. I can use it to stack the bales here at the cow farm and stuff and things like that, and of course muck out the cows and load that stuff on a trailer or whatever, and we can do the short trip over to the biogas anytime, which if we had the wheel loader at the biogas we wouldn't have to do that, but we would still need a tractor bound or a wheel loader bound here, and I'm running thin enough on equipment as it is. Not that money is any kind of issue now, but yeah, still wanna play it a bit realistically. So yeah, what we have to do is we need you, good sir, and we need a water trailer, because we need to water the greenhouses. And my mouth is running dry already. That is not a good start in the episode. Yeah, we're gonna water the greenhouses and then give some water to the cows as well. I have a new water trailer I wanna try as well, but I don't think I have that thing installed, because that would be a bit larger than the current one we are using. And yeah, somebody pointed out that I'm using a milk trailer for the water. Yeah, I know, and it's still better than using a slurry tanker for the milk or whatever. No, it's the thing I have available now, and yeah, I think it will be replaced though. So I think we will get the that thing came out on Mod Hoster yesterday. It's from the Kotte Universal pack, so it's 3 or 4 in 1 if you want to say it like that. It's it can hold water, milk, fuel, slurry, I think even fertilizer, so you can even haul around liquid fertilizer with that stuff, or with that thing. So yeah, I think what we're gonna do, we're gonna fill up the greenhouse here, and then we're gonna take this thing here down to the sell point and get ourselves a real water trailer. Yeah, let's do that. I'm gonna drive this thing down there real quick, and I meet you guys when I have the new water trailer. So see you in a second. And here we are, guys. Yeah, this is our new water tanker. Pretty nifty little thing, 2-axle version. It's the smaller version from the set, and something is upsetting my frame rate. I think it's the rising sun. But yeah, this thing, as I said, is a multifunctional unit. It accepts everything, or nearly everything. So as I said, water, milk, fuel, fertilizer, you name it. What I read is that it displays the fill type with a little sign on the outside once it's loaded, so we will check that out, because that for sure can be handy to differentiate between different trailers if you have multiple of them and don't want to color code them. But what I think I'm gonna do is have this one exclusively for water, and then maybe get another, get a bigger one for milk, and maybe one for fuel, if we get around to that. So yeah, but I think it's pretty nicely done. It also has the little pipe for the milk script, so if your map you're playing on has the special milk loading point where the little hose attaches to the trailer, this thing can do that as well. That is pretty neat. So let's check it out. It has 22,000 liters capacity. Let's see here. Does the... oh, that's nice. The little gauge here works. That is a nice detail. So let's see, is that thing... oh, yeah, look at this. Now it says Wasser back here, which of course translates to water in English. So yeah, that is nice. I approve of this. Normally I don't like these multifunctional thingies, because you, up until now, you could clearly tell that it's just a manure thingy used for other stuff. But this thing looks pretty official, when I'm honest, and I like that it has the little these reflective stripes around the side. So in real life they would of course reflect the light at night, so that's pretty cool. Yeah, I approve of that thing. I will throw a link to the pack down in the video description, and I know I need to badly update the mod list. I have that on my to-do list for this week, and I hope I get around to it. But honestly, updating mod lists is like the least fun task that there is, because yeah, you just sit there and go, okay, where did I get this thing? Then you start looking for the links, and you realize halfway through that you have a different version, or that you forgot 5 mods that you're using, or that you have 3 mods on there that you no longer use, or whatever. Yeah, it can be a real pain, and that is why the mod list I have is pretty outdated at the moment. But as I said, I try to get around to updating it this week, so that you guys have the updated version of that thing. Yeah, and here we are back at the greenhouse, and let's see, I don't even remember how much the greenhouse takes, but it should be around around 10k when I look at the fill level now. That's while this is going on, see what our harvester is doing. Yeah, that thing makes some pretty good dent into that field. I first was thinking about renting 2 of those, but I then figured, yeah, 1 will be enough. I have this thing for, as you see, for another 5 3/4 hours, and it should make enough damage to the field that it's harvested. Yeah. And this thing is full. Then let's change this around and go to the other greenhouse. What I found out that these things apparently don't like to produce when they are missing one of the resources they need. So yeah, because I was wondering why my tomato production had stopped, and I realized that the fertilizer was out, and I was up until now used to the greenhouses producing even if there is no fertilizer present, but that seems to have changed in a recent update. But anyhow, yeah, what we're gonna do when we are finished here with the watering of the greenhouses, we're gonna fill up the cows. No, not take a garden hose and fill each cow up individually. That would take too long and will not be very animal friendly. We will just fill up their water trough and yeah, possibly throw a few other hay bales into the mix, and then we will see. Yeah, as I said, for the regarding the device we will use for the BGA, I would have my eyes set on a telehandler. If you guys insist on a separate wheel loader for the BGA, I will oblige, but to be honest, I don't like the thing from the cat pack. It's a bit too large for my liking. If it was, I don't know, the size of the JCB wheel loader, then I would say okay, but it's just too large in 25 cubic meter bucket. While okay, you could technically load up the BGA with 2 scoops of that thing, but yeah, I don't know. It just doesn't feel right. So hope you guys understand my point of view. Although I have to say the point of view that Kyle brought up with, as I said, the whole story of us borrowing this thing from the local sand pit is pretty cool, and I hadn't thought of that. So yeah, kudos to you, Kyle. And speaking of Kyle, he was as kind as yeah, he through Kara he sent me a edited version of this map with Soilmod on it. Of course, I have to check it out first, but yeah, maybe we will make that an appearance. I just don't know how I feel about playing on a map that has been tampered with. Not that I say it's a bad edit or whatever. I am more coming from the point of, hey, I'm playing on this map and it's edited, it has the awesome soil mod on it, but I have to tell every one of you, sorry, you can't have it because it's a quote-unquote private edit. And yeah, that's, I don't know, that just would make me feel a bit douchey. So I would like you guys' opinion on that, if you would be okay with that. And I first have to see how much work it would be to convert this save game over to the Soilmod version, because honestly, as much as I love the map, but I am not starting over on this map again, because we are approaching about 94 hours on the save game, and a lot of work has gone into this. So I would have to see how possible it is to take over the save game. So yeah, as I said, please voice your opinions on that as well, because as I said, I'm always looking forward to comments, and Also, please don't take this the wrong way that I'm dismissing Kyle's idea about the wheel loader. It's just I find it a bit too large. So please don't say, oh, he's asking for comments, but then he dismisses everything. That's not what I mean. It's just yeah. I'm sure we can work something out. So yeah. Please don't get mad at me, okay? Yeah. Right, Beavis. Right. So, what we gonna do next? First, we're not gonna run into the back of the truck. That would be, catastrophic. Yeah, I think we're gonna really quickly throw some bales into the mix, and then yeah, we will take another look what damage the or not what damage, what progress the harvester has made, and then I think I about will have to call an episode because my mouth is running completely dry and I don't have anything to drink near me. So yeah. There are our bales, and I have to say, with my new mouse, bale handling has become even more fun because it's even more sensitive than the old one, and yeah, it really is a nice and direct response feeling now, and yeah, still doesn't keep the bales from falling off when I turn around like a maniac. That was clearly my fault. I'm not blaming the mouse or giants or the script on the bale fork for this. That was just me being uncautious, and I mean, that thing would have toppled over in real life just as easy. But okay, we're just gonna drop that bale in here and then fetch the other bale that made a beeline. Oh yeah, I think I couldn't have parked that truck any more stupid. But anyhow, we're gonna do some expert reversing here and go into here. Yep. Yeah, our bale is still there. That is good. Yeah, another thing, drive control has been updated, and there are a few neat things. For example, if you guys watch the co-op I have with Kara and Toby, we were talking about a mod on there that saves the camera position when you are in the... or it saves that goes back to the interior cam when you had the interior cam selected when you went out of the vehicle. A similar function is now built into drive control, so it saves the last camera you had selected, and therefore now the other mod is obsolete, which I find good because that's one less mod that has to be loaded and one less mod that can conflict with anything, and I trust drive control a lot more in that regard because, pardon me, because aside from the little issue that there is with the lights add-on that is currently in development, there are really not many mods that conflict terrible with drive control, aside from the rental mod, but that also I'm talking about the rental mod from the official mod hub, but that seems to be an issue with the rental mod and not with drive control. So yeah, that is why I'm pretty stoked about the new drive control version. Also, what drive control now has is a separate control for the or not a separate enhanced or enhanced features for the cruise control, so you can now set it up so that drive control keeps the cruise control on up until, for example, your implement reaches 100%, and then it stops the tractor. So for example, if you're using a round baler and you have the drive control mod on, it would then wait until the bale is finished and then stop the tractor so you could offload, because up until now it was pretty annoying to do round bales, because of course you had to stop all the time, and that feature should make it easier. Same goes the other way. You can set it up so that it stops when it's empty. So for example, if you are spreading lime or whatever, or spreading manure, then you can also stop the tractor as soon as your implement runs out. Or it also can now match the speed of a vehicle driving next to the tractor. And where am I even going? Yeah, so for example, if you're driving next to a combine, you can match the speed, and then with the 1 or 2 key you can give it a short boost or a short slowdown, so that you can switch the trailers, for example, when you're driving next to a forage wagon or whatever. So yeah, that is pretty cool, and I hope to explore more about the new drive control features in a bit, or in one of the next videos. So yeah, and there's also another video I want to do, or another video I want to do a mod on. Yeah, Beavis, right? How was that about learning English and all that crap? No, there is another mod I want to do a video on. Let's see here. Do we have one of these on here? Yeah, if you look at these signs here, these 25 in a circle, that of course means that this vehicle only has registration to go up to 25 kilometers an hour, and somebody made a mod that lets you set up the speed limiter in such a way that, for example, you register the trailer with the mod, and then when you have the trailer connected to a tractor that, for example, can go 50, it only will let you go 25. So that is another bit of realism. Of course, you could also make the argument, yeah, nobody will care about that, but I find it pretty neat. So I think I'm gonna check that out and make a video about it, because yeah, I'm all for little tidbits of realism like that, while I dash across this road and through this mud hole like a maniac. Anyhow, whoops, that was completely the wrong way. Well, we have to plow this field under anyhow, and I have to see what I do with that stuff. If I forage it once we run out of stuff, it would be tried it again, Beavis. If I forage it once we run out of stuff in the silo, which of course would be totally unrealistic, because the plants would have died and dried out by then, or if I just plow it under and yeah, seed the field anew. But yeah, we will have to see what we do about that. And these guys here, wow, they made some progress. They really made some progress. And yeah, I just found it awesome that I found those MB-Trac doors, because they also have reverse driving. So that will make it interesting to do some grass forage with them. But anyhow, yeah, I think I'm gonna have to call this an episode here. I hope you guys didn't find it too combobulated. And yeah, if you enjoyed yourself, consider leaving a like. That would be awesome. And as always, of course, thank you guys very much for taking the time and watching this. And I shall see you later.